Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Good afternoon, I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Joshua Franson, and it's days like today where it's cold and windy. That's why I grow out my long hair. It's because of days like today, so it just flows in the wind. But enough of that. Let's look at your forecast here, and moving into the afternoon, we're pretty much going to remain mostly sunny today. Not going to make much of a difference in terms of our temperatures. We'll still be sitting in the lower to mid 50s today, but we'll have a lot more sunshine, which may help you feel a little bit warmer, but that wind will be doing its best to keep it cooler. And as we go into the evening and overnight hours, clouds are going to completely move out. We're going to be left clear overnight, and as stated many times before, it's when it's clear at night that you get those frigid temperatures because those clouds aren't insulating any heat because they're not there, and that allows the ground to cool off quite a bit. And as we head into tomorrow morning, as you're leaving for work, we'll be returning to mostly sunny skies again. A couple high-level clouds moving through our area, but once again, over into the night, they'll break apart. We'll be left clear tomorrow night. Now, wind chill when you're leaving for work tomorrow, that's something to be of noted because, we'll be sitting in the upper 20s or so, but with some stronger winds, we'll probably be feeling like we're in the lower to mid 20s. Look at Decorah here. Possibly at 19, it will be feeling like out there with those stronger winds. So make sure you're wearing your windbreaker, your jacket, your gloves, anything you need, because it may feel just a little bit colder than it actually is outside with those winds blowing around. But as we head into the day further tomorrow, we'll start warming up a little more because winds will start kicking out of the south instead of the north and start to feel like how it actually is outside. Now, winds overall for today, there might be a little bit more on the gustier side as we'll be sitting at about 10 to 20 miles an hour out of the north with possible gusts up to 25. They'll quickly taper off into the evening before they build again into tomorrow morning. So just make sure you keep that in mind today. It's going to feel a little bit cooler with those winds gusting up to 25 out of the north. Now, as with regards to our weather tonight, one thing in place is a freeze warning. However, this marks the end of the growing season. We will be dropping below that 32-degree threshold across a widespread area for more than 2 hours. So if you have any plants that you do not want to sustain damage overnight, you're going to want to bring those indoors and make sure they're covered up. However, we're not going to stay cold forever. Winds this week will start kicking out of the southwest, start to get up to 63, just a little bit warmer. And then on Thursday, straight out of the south, 70. And this is when our temperatures start to fly up. And look at these speeds, 25 and 20 for Thursday and Friday, respectively. It's going to help make our temperature a little bit warmer than average, but it's a nice warm. We'll be sitting in the mid to upper 70s, and we'll have a very pleasant weekend with temperatures that feel great to stand outside in. And then on Monday, the trend will continue. Now, further down the line, we're looking to be warmer than average October 22nd through 28th. So that's going to allow us to hold on to these upper 60s, lower 70s for just a little bit longer as we get closer to November and thus winter. But overall for today, temperature is sitting in the lower to mid 50s. Will be mostly sunny, but it will also be windy and cool outside. So just keep that in mind if you plan on heading outdoors today. Tonight we'll drop down to the mid to upper 20s. So that's going to be quite cold, especially for this time of year. We're not quite there yet as having this as our normal low temperature. So it will be very cold outside. It's also going to be clear, and once again, we do have that freeze warning in place, so make sure you bring any plants in if need be. City-by-city forecast showing us that we will have some more sunshine again tomorrow, and we'll warm up just a little bit more tomorrow, and then Thursday, clouds completely move out, get into those mid to upper 60s and a lot more pleasant, some spots in the lower 70s like Waterloo, and then on the 10-day forecast, Thursday and Friday, we'll both be seeing a little bit more wind on those days as well, kicking out of the south before eventually a very pleasant weekend with partly cloudy skies and temperatures in the upper 70s. And heading into the next week, maybe a chance at some rain, otherwise still sitting in the 70s and 60s.